What is Juneteenth to those who have found themselves held captive in America's prison nation, the largest prison population in the world of warehousing human beings? Juneteenth, which had been a late awakening to the new African people in Texas, that the Emancipation Proclamation of freedom really introduced the enslaved population to a new slave system, which we see now today in the new Jim Crow. And you fast forward to 2020, and you see the massive numbers of new African people that's held, men, women, children, youth, that's held captive in America's penal system. You ask us the same question: is slavery over? Is it really over? And then when you say, well, during slavery, you said blacks cannot read, blacks are prohibited from reading, writing, and expressing their freedom of ideals and stuff. And then you see today that you have people that you have held in California's solitary confinement for decades, and each time that they're supposed to be released, you say, well, you got this free speech and book, like in my case it was a book, or writing and drawing, like in my case it was a drawing, that wants us to keep you in for 6 more years in solitary confinement. You asked us a question: ain't that the same thing during slavery, that you said that new Africans could not read and write, they was prohibited? Now you're saying that you were putting people in solitary confinement for their free speech expressions of books and writing materials or their ideals, because it deals with their rights to freedom and their people's freedom? That's what Juneteenth reminds me of, that the same system that kept us in slavery and try to keep us up from expressing ourselves still exists across this country, including inside of California's solitary confinement that kept us tortured for decades.